Hello, my queens and kings. It's your girl, Nikki, back again, time and time again with another video. Now, before we get started, I would like to first say, the comment section for this video will be turned off, solely for the fact that the people that I'm trying to reach are people who are thinking about or currently in this type of situation. Those type of people would like to stay anonymous because they are going through this in secret. They are doing this in secret. Now, if you for any reason would like to DM me, anybody going through or thinking about going through with this situation, feel free to do so and we can definitely talk about it. I will not allow the comment section to be on because the only people that would be commenting are people who are going to pass judgment. And that is not something that I would like to encourage on this type of video. Please know this video is without judgment and consider this a conversation with like your big sister. So get comfortable, take a seat, and let's talk about it. Now let's begin. It goes without saying that there are times when working in corrections where you find yourself attracted to an inmate. I'm not going to sit here and say that that is impossible because that is a lie. You are in there for almost half of your day, if not more. You see them more than you see your friends, your family, and or your partners. So this is something that can happen. It does happen. A lot more than people think. Relationships develop. You speak to them more than you speak to your spouse. They show you attention that you haven't really received. And sometimes you find yourself walking into a situation that you never thought you would have walked into. I'm going to be the one to say it. Just because they're locked up does not mean they're ugly. Some of them look really attractive. Just because they're locked up doesn't mean they're dumb. Some of them are very intelligent. A lot of them are very intelligent. A lot of them will give you conversation and attention that you've never experienced before, even with your partner, even from friends, even from family. The reason why I'm sitting here talking to you about this is because I don't want you to get hurt. I want to make sure that if you do this, this person has your best interest at heart because you're putting a lot on the line for this person. First off, if you actively decide to pursue this, you might want to consider finding a new job because you don't want to make yourself look bad and you don't want to ruin any potential opportunities, especially if this is like a state job. You don't want to do that to yourself, get fired for fraternization. I'd recommend you find another job before you pursue anything. But like I said, I'm not here to judge. Let's just talk about it. Don't get nervous. Let's just talk. I wanted to let you know one thing. Loneliness is one hell of a feeling. A lot of times these people, they keep you around. They keep other people around that they have no interest in as well, around them solely for the fact that they're lonely. Like I told you in my other videos, working in that type of environment, it's a dark place. That darkness can and will swallow you up if you allow it to. So they look to things, connections with the outside world, like friends, families, and potential partners, so they can stay grounded. They can stay above it because they're almost at that point where they're about to fall into it. They're about to sink. So they use whatever they can and grip onto whoever they can that's available. And they don't have to have any particular interest in you. You just so happen to be just so available. And they just cling on to you and pull you down to keep themselves up, if that makes sense. So I'm going to ask you a few questions that you should keep in mind before you go into this or continue going into this, okay? First question, what do they do all day? Just as much as they see you, you see them. What do they do all day? If they're in a situation where all they do is lay around, watch TV, kiki, and scratch at themselves, that's not somebody you want around. They have no work ethic. All right. Even though they're selling you this dream and they're telling you they got it all together when they're home and stuff like that, this is their home now. And how you act at home reflects how you will carry yourself in the world. So how does their house look? How do they operate in their home? Is their house dirty? Is their area dirty? Do they clean themselves? Do they make sure everything's just on point and neat and nice? Do they get up every morning and give themselves a task to do? Do they work? Or they just lay around and watch TV and be in the drama? You need to watch this. You need to really open your eyes and realize, is this the type of person? Because even though they're telling you, oh yeah, it's going to be like this when I get home. No, it's not. It's not going to be like that. They have no drive, no ethic. You're literally going to be walking around with a big behind baby. An adult baby. That's what you're going to be walking around with. They don't do anything to sharpen themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, nothing. they just sit around, that's not somebody you want to mess around with. All they have is the gift of gab. That's it. Nothing else. Next one. Do they want anything from you? And if you feel like they're just using you, take it away and see how they react. Do they get upset with you? Do they talk to you less? Do they not call you, email you anymore? Take these things into account. Stop giving it to them for a couple months and see what happens. See how they act. See if you're even still around. Save yourself before you wreck yourself messing around with somebody that has no interest in you or whatever you got to offer. Don't tell them you're doing it either. Just say, nah, I don't got it. I don't got it right now. And see how they act. Next, it gets to the point where you might become active, wherever it is, whether it be there, and I really just want to make sure that you're protecting yourself and your job by not doing it there. But if you do, that's your business. Or if they're about to be home and you are thinking about getting active with them, physically active, sexually active, get them tested. Please get them tested. Because even though on your shift they might be acting all together and stuff like that, they still could be getting busy with other officers or other inmates. And you don't want to catch whatever they got. Get them tested. Make sure they're clean, all right? Wait till they get home so you can actually go with them to the doctor, because you got to protect yourself. No, seriously, you really have to protect yourself. You are not about to sit here and put your health at risk messing with somebody. Prisons are dirty. A breeding ground for STDs, infections, illnesses. Please be careful. Please be careful. How's their home life? Do they have a strong support system? Do they have kids? Do you know anything about their outside life? And I want to tell you one thing. Some of y'all be falling for the fact that you've been introduced to their parents, that they care about you. Just because you meet the parents don't mean anything. How you think they got this behavior? Where do you think they learned this from? Some of them. Some of them learned this stuff from their parents. Or some of them had to resort to certain things because of lack of something else from their parents. Their parents are a part of this. Don't fall for that. Their family members be in on this. Anything to stop them from having to come out their pocket, if that means using you, why wouldn't their family member be in on it? If it means that they don't have to do as much and somebody else is willing to take up the responsibility, it's sick to say, but why wouldn't they be in on it? Like, really, honestly, think about it. I want you all to be careful. Another thing, do they mingle a lot with other inmates? Or are they to themselves? Because if they mingle a lot with other inmates, just know everybody's going to know you're messing with that person. And you can guarantee it that your job will be on the line within 48 hours. Do they mingle a lot? Do they run their mouth a lot? Or are they always to themselves? You need to take these things into account. If they're popular, just know that everybody's watching you because they're watching them, and everybody's going to know. Like, really, be careful. I would recommend, like I said, that you do not try to pursue any inmate while you're there. If you just can't help it and you feel this undying attraction to an inmate, leave the job first. Do not put yourself at risk. Like, you don't want that on you, like, at all. Especially if you're good at doing your job and you just can't help but feel what you feel. I would leave first. Wait a while and then pursue that. Really. Where are they going? Like, they're not going anywhere. If they find somebody else, that means they always had that person on the back burner, because it's not like they could walk outside and meet somebody new. Where are they going? They were never meant for you. You need to get yourself in order before you even try to pursue anything with anybody. Here's another thing. Some of y'all be pursuing these people in there because they have a shorter sentence and they're about to come home. But just know that the person that you're talking to while incarcerated and the person that you're talking to when they actually step out of them gates are two different people. It's easy to give you an image. It's easy to make you feel good through the phone and through email. When it comes to being in real time where they can't think things through and they can't run game and everything is coming down on them, real world responsibilities, it's going to be a lot harder to hide behind that mask. So just know that the person that you're falling for in there, the image is going to be different from the person outside. It's going to be different. It's a lot more to take in when you're actually outside them gates. There's nothing going on there. They don't have no drama, no real issues that they have to tend to while they're in there. So it's easier to focus on you. It's easier to play that role. Anyway, I just want to let y'all know that this is something that can happen. And if you're going through something, just know I'm here for you. And you are more than welcome to reach out to me via Instagram, DM me. I think everything we talk about will be between us, because a lot of the times y'all are going through this in private and in secret, and you wish you could talk to somebody about it. And I'm not here to pass any judgment. Like I said, if you need someone to talk to, reach out to me. Let's talk about it. I'm here for you. Now anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. So my queens and kings, stay blessed and stay royal. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.